Thank you very much. Welcome to Good News Week. And the big news? 4 days till the opening ceremony and Beijing is pumping. Officials have closed bars and clubs, clamped down on entertainment and expelled thousands of foreign prostitutes. Tourists hoping for the full 5 rings experience will have to make... Wait for it. Tourists hoping for the full 5 rings experience will have to make do with the Olympics. I guess we won't be seeing any records broken in the love you long time. No hookers, no parties, no protests. Having scored the Olympics, now they're after the next World Youth Day. Yeah, thanks very much. Thank you. Who would have thought the Chinese government would crack down on fun? Seems so out of character. The new rules are a sign of the Communist Party's fear of outside influence. They should have thought of that before they put their hand up to host a Greek event that's going to be won by Americans on drugs from Mexico. But it really doesn't matter. According to next month's official Chinese newspaper, it was the best games ever. In a truly shocking development, evidence has just emerged that China has an insidious and ongoing culture of doping. No. A country known for short people who move slowly, which has athletes who are very tall and very fast, involved with drugs? No. Oh, this does explain why their female swimmers move with the silken speed of the golden carp and are hung like horses. It also explains how China can start up 50 new coal-fire-powered stations a month, all constructed by their 2-man luge team. What's so bad about doping? The Olympic motto is swifter, higher, stronger. And more than ever before, the athletes are swiftly getting high because the drugs are so strong. In a related story, China has just announced 3 new events: pylon bending, monster truck throwing, and the women's shot-put caveman look-alike contest. And that's the good news.
It's good news week. Someone dropped the bomb somewhere, contaminating atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's good news week. Someone found a way to give the running dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's good news week.
Thank you. Good evening. Tonight, with a spring in our step and a needle in our buttocks, the uneven bars of Mikey Robbins. The netball nobility of Liz Ellis. And the fastest man on earth, Akmal Saleh. And they're twisting the speedos of Madam Butterfingers, Claire Hooper. The heavyweight champion of the world, H.G. Nelson. And the Federal Minister for Sport, the Opal, Kate Ellis. This is the first time we've had 2 Ellises on the show.
Wow. I believe the word you're looking for is L.I.
L.I. The plural.
We also actually have the same middle name.
We do.
Which is a bit scary. It's like we're morphing.
Do you have the same mum and dad?
Because if you don't, you could kiss.
I'm actually a little bit worried about appearing on the same stage as Liz. Every now and then people think that we're actually the same person and they say to me, oh, so you used to play netball? And I'll, it's not a lie to say, yeah, I played a little bit and don't correct them too much, but they're actually going to know now that we are separate entities and she's the athletic, talented one and I'm the politician, so...
It's so weird you should say that, because I get a lot of people coming up to me and go, are you Liz Ellis? I go, no, I'm Akmal Saleh.
I can see how they would make that mistake. A few years ago, one of the water polo players, Liz Weeks, got voted the sexiest woman alive, and people often here had just put those 2 names together. So often people say to me, are you Liz Weeks? And that will do me. Yes,
That's
I am,
enough,
in fact, the sexiest woman alive. Thank you.
Well, it's who you know with those things, because the sexiest top 50, I missed out again.
Are you in the top 5, Akmal?
I'm not even in the top 50, but it's because I'm ethnic.
Akmal, you are without doubt the hottest Egyptian Coptic Christian I know.
That's right.
Let's get it started. First out of the blocks is What's the Story?
Yeah.
Mikey, Liz, Akmal. You're ready for boarding.
Oh, it's
It's
an aeroplane. Well spotted, team.
Yes.
It's fuel.
Cutlery. Which you're
Cutlery.
not allowed to take because you might hijack a plane with a spoon.
Just don't come near me or I'll spoon you.
I'll spoon you.
Okay, so is it something to do then with joining the Mile High Club? No spooning?
Yeah. No, he says
I'll go with that.
He said that to the pilot once. He said, I'll spoon you as a joke, and the pilot said, get forked.
I think the giveaway in the middle there is the fuel tanker.
Yes.
And the rising price of aviation fuel. So they're talking about on cutting back on food for passengers.
Years ago, I think it was United Airlines took an olive out of each of their salads because I reckon that people weren't eating their olives, and they saved millions of dollars, and no one ever complained about one less olive in their salad.
It's actually the poorer airlines that are suffering because you know it is I mean, it's a fuel shortage everywhere, but the poor airlines like Air Sudan, for example. This is true. I saw a pilot from Air Sudan sneak up behind a Qantas plane with a hose in his mouth. I swear. It is terrible.
They're cutting back on. I remember a dreadful moment when I was about 145 kilos and they came down the aisle and the hostess said, would you like an apple? And I said, do I look like I'd like an apple?
But the fuel thing is terrible because now it's getting to the stage where even if you were thinking of hijacking a plane, you go in and say, take me to Cuba, and the pilot will have to say, I will, but only if you chip in for petrol. Because it's just, I can't afford that anymore.
They do have it right, ladies and gentlemen. 10 points for them. Take them into the game. Airlines have listed cutting their fuel bills as the #1 challenge facing the industry. Really? What about not crashing? Reduce weight, saves fuel. So some airlines are now looking at cutting back on in-flight entertainment and cutlery. There are lots of ways to reduce weight without taking away knives and forks. Get rid of the life jackets. They're not fooling anyone. If your plane hits the water, your body parts will float by themselves. The good news is Virgin is way ahead. Now they have a valid reason to only hire tiny blonde flight attendants whose heads are made from balloons. Claire, HG Kate, run the gauntlet.
Yes.
Sure, Paul.
Okay, it looks like it's the 1968 200 metres medal ceremony. Peter Norman, Tommy Carlos, Johnny Smith. Then we've got the Australia Tibet Council spokesperson there, I can read.
Yep.
And this one I can read too, I'm a cool rockin' dud, it says on his shirt. Look, to be quite honest, I haven't got a clue here. Obviously, something to do with protests at the Olympics. Can I say the great thing about the Chinese in the Olympics is there's no smoking. It's not something to do with quit for life. The government has decreed no smoking for a month.
Well, I was just saying, I hope they're handing out nicotine patches, or else there's going to be brawls all over China.
I understand elephant gonads are very good at reducing the desire for a fag. The only thing is you have to swallow them whole.
Just for the Olympics, McDonald's bringing out the McGonads.
So there was the footage of the protest, the 1968 protest,
68.
and then the Tibet Council, Australian Tibet Council, and then there was the T-shirt, which you may have been right about what it. I was thinking that maybe it said, "My mother went to Tibet and all she liberated was this T-shirt." Because I think.
If you think about it, you know, our athletes should wear, because the big protest is don't wear anything that's going to offend the Chinese. But what better motivation for a runner, for example, than to be chased by the Chinese army? Free Tibet.
They do have it 10 points, ladies and gentlemen. Australia's athletes are being offered a special awareness pack containing a T-shirt with the slogan "I support human rights," plus pro-Tibet stickers and badges. Athletes will then be timed to see how quickly they can flash their badges at the police, pick up their teeth and get into the van. To be honest...
So there's a pro-Tibet badger? That's one brave animal.
They're not very smart badges.
To be honest, some Olympians were hoping for a more subtle way of showing their sympathy, like perhaps a T-shirt that says, "Aw." Happily for the more timid activists, there's a T-shirt that says, "Free Tibet," with every Taiwan. In response, the Chinese government has released a pack containing the shirt that says, "Shut your face," plus badges and stickers of your family being dragged off for interrogation.
That's right, they got shirts with like electrodes attached to testicles on them.
That's a funny place for testicles, I mean,
But they're very handy. You can do this all day.
I'm no study of anatomy, but...
I tell you what, it makes dancing a lot more fun.
Oh, yeah.
Kate, you're actually going, aren't you?
I am. I'm counting down the sleep. It's not many to go. So
And
I haven't packed my T-shirt.
You haven't packed the T-shirt?
I don't know that it would be that great either for our diplomatic efforts or probably for my career progression.
Well,
so
you could
I
get
might
that.
Okay, can I just
If you
ask
had
a
that
question?
T-shirt on,
You know,
sorry,
obviously-
Kate. Sorry, if you had that T-shirt on, at least Kevin Rudd could translate it for you.
He certainly
Most
could.
And you know how our athletes are all dropping out? I think we lost Jana Rawlinson with a Cho, but you know, it is really a bag of chips. I've suggested amputation. We've lost Matty Helms now down with vertigo, one of our 10-metre divers. I've suggested a glass of tiger's piss every morning. He seems most reluctant to get on board that really. And we've also lost now John Stephenson, the fastest man in the world over 400 metres, you know, in the green and gold, obviously. The world shrunk. Are you ready to step up should something else go horribly wrong?
I am ready to step in. I'm ready to...
Have you met the badger?
Do you think there's some events that you would actually say, no, thanks for the offer of wearing the green and gold, but...
The Minister of Sport, I hate to say this, I think that would be un-Australian.
Well, I wasn't suggesting that there were some that I would refuse, of course. I think I'd look great in one of those little wrestling outfits. Flipping people about.
I've been waiting for a Minister of Sport to say that for years.
Mikey wants Kate in a wrestling outfit, in jelly, both of us.
What are you doing, Liz?
No?
What are you doing?
Well, I'm free that week, so we'll be there.
Honey, it's been a great 10 years.
And back to me. After one running dog round of Good News Week, the Robbins team are on 10 points, the Hooper team on 10 points. Up next, a really good commercial break.
It's Good News Week. It's Good News Week.
During the break, as we played Den Xiao Ping Pong, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Robbins, Ellis and Saleh have 5 rings.
They really have stumpy little fingers, don't I? They're not my good point.
Have you recently shaken hands with Mr. T?
We also have chopsticks.
We have chopstick, and now, now I know how jockeys feel.
And this.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Jeez, I tell you what, we are the 2 whitest people in the world. And you're not far behind, mate.
Well, I'm more beige, really.
So that, just to clarify, that was the song Who Let the Dogs Out.
And I think they've gone back in again.
And Hooper, Nelson and Ellis got a mascot.
For anyone that wondered what happened to Minnie Mouse.
We also have a missile.
And yes, it is really that big. Some people like to tattoo Wollongong. I can tattoo every name on the planet on it. There's still space.
But that would be a problem. You wouldn't be able to do anything.
Well, as you can see, I often dress to the left. If I could stand up here.
That's right.
You can see, you know, my size up now. That's what you're looking at, buddy.
Yeah. That's the biggest one I've seen that was white.
And finally this.
Now, Paul, I think you're going to help me sing this.
Sorry, can we stop? Sorry.
Mr.
what?
Speaker?
Well, we had an issue where, whilst I like to fancy myself as a bit of a karaoke queen, that sort of ended when we introduced our binge drinking strategy, coincidentally. Coincidentally, never done it. So I was sort of wondering whether, because you're such a good singer and you're so very talented,
You are a politician,
whether
aren't you?
maybe you might be able to
Okay, let's hit it again, then we'll do our best.
I can't stand the rain against my window. Bring back sweet memories. I can't stand the rain against my window. Now she's not here with me. Oh, window pane. Do you remember how sweet it used to be?
That's it, thank you very much.
Paul, I have to say, it was like someone shrunk Elvis. You're like little tiny Elvis.
The next event is giving headline. Mikey, a quick explanation of these, if you please. Give us the gun or Kimber gets it.
That's what I said in bed last night, actually.
Is that like Simba?
No, actually, about Kimber. You're
I know this story,
He's
yeah.
a little doggy, isn't he?
Is that a couple in Melbourne, these crazy guys, basically kidnapped a Maltese terrier.
A dog that no one likes.
And no one likes, and they said, if you don't give us guns, we want guns. And we don't have guns, but if you don't give us guns, the dog gets it. And then they showed up, and they said, okay, give me the gun. And the guy with the gun said, no, you give me the dog.
I believe it's actually part of the government's Guns for Dogs policy.
You can stop now, you do have it right.
All right.
2 points. New Zealand, land of the long white transit lounge. What's it about?
This is basically about people using New Zealand as a back doorway to get into Australia, because apparently it's really easy to get in there.
Yeah.
Basically you go over, they show you some boiling mud, you go, that's fantastic, and
Yeah.
and then you come to Australia.
I was surprised that New Zealanders thought anyone would want to stay there, given that half of New Zealand already lives in
Well, that's
Bondi.
right. They're actually, you know, because we've got a shortage of doctors in Australia, so we're asking for doctors to immigrate. They've got a huge shortage of bouncers. They want
Oh, that's beautiful.
They do have it, ladies and gentlemen, 8 points to take them into the game. Ready to give some headline, Claire?
Yes.
Okay. Arnie lets rip at Bush for passing gas. What's it about?
It's about, Arnold Schwarzenegger giving it to Bush for not progressing on his greenhouse gas emissions. Just a catchphrase.
Look, the problem is in America, they're so far advanced on the ecological front, the climate change, they have these what are called wolf boxes all over the place. When you feel like a nice one, you really want to let one go, you slip into the wolf box and, obviously the methane that's generated is used to heat pies and chips and stuff like that. Incredibly advanced. And Bush was visiting Arnie at his place. He let one go. Arnie obviously thought he did the wrong thing because he had a terrific wolf box up the end of the corridor, which he could have slipped into and heated them, obviously the dinner.
I'm going to give you that, even though I'm not quite sure exactly what you said. Miss Fitness, fantastic. What's it about?
I do know this one. I remember the picture that accompanied it. It's a 10-year-old bodybuilder.
Creepy.
Young girl.
It's wrong.
No,
It's wrong. Why is it
Come
wrong?
on. What's your problem?
She was fine. She was fit. It wasn't bodybuilding. It was fitness. It was like a little girl. She wasn't. She wasn't bodybuilding. Ask the Minister for Sport. One of the things that she's fighting is the obesity epidemic, and you get a little 10-year-old girl who wants to run around and show her muscles. She's fine.
But I think that the way that we're trying to fight it is to get all young people to get out there and do some exercise, not for one 10-year-old to do it for all of us. It doesn't work that way.
I side with Liz on this one, I must say. You do have it 2 points.
Yeah. I'm not against it either.
Shock and outrage in Melbourne recently when a 10-year-old girl who wants to be an Olympic athlete took part in a bodybuilding competition. There she is. Oh, it's disgraceful, Australia. It's disgraceful. This child should be doing something normal and happy, like standing on her toes and revolving for 6 hours while all the ballet mums scream at her. Point! On point!
Oh, so many unhappy memories, Paul.
I don't know what people are so worried about. Arnold Schwarzenegger would never have gotten where he is today if he hadn't started bodybuilding when he was a young girl. Robbins is now on 18 points. Hooper's on 16 points. After the break, buzzers of death.
It's Good News Week.
And now, buzzers of death. Akmal and HG will face off over a series of multiple-choice questions about some people who remove themselves and each other from the gene pool in very special ways.
Correct.
There's only one rule. You must wait until I've finished the question.
Sorry.
No! Jesus!
My lounge room at uni looked like that.
There's only one rule. I'm going to give it to you again. You must wait until I've finished the question. Okay, shall we test the buzzers? One and HG! No! There's no!
You have no idea how much curry I have to eat to do that.
The thing is, I don't think Paul's minding that because every time we do that, he gets an orgasm. It's true.
Yeah, I'm just trying to wet down the wires a bit. Because I'm a gusher.
What?
Look it up on the internet.
I have.
First question. Domestic bliss. In St. Petersburg, a woman did away with her drunk husband after he refused to get off the couch. What happened? Hey! It's multiple choice.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm pointing it at your head.
This is how I became dark in the first place.
A, she smothered him by sticking his head in a vacuum cleaner bag. Wait!
No,
it's multiple choice.
I'm ready.
That's more than one. There's three.
Yes.
A, B, C.
C.
No. Wait till I ask the question. B, she spiked his vodka with hydrochloric acid. Or C, she kicked a handle which folded the couch up against the wall. Okay.
Yes.
Akmal.
She pushed him in the couch and it folded and it killed him. Now, what he said, number C. C.
Number C.
Number C.
Number C.
Snake is killing you.
Let's have a look. Yes, couch of death.
Yes, couch of death. Couch of death. And now they're actually using that couch in Texas to execute people now.
Akmal was right.
Yes.
Next question. Boys will be boys. At a hotel in Switzerland, a man shuffled off during a contest to see how far he could spit. What went wrong? A.
I know this.
A. He took a run up, lost his balance, and fell over the balcony.
Yes.
B.
Oh no! I can't believe I know this. That's why I'm so,
Excited.
eager. Yeah.
That's why you went off early.
I went off early. There's tablets you can take for that. It's nasal spray.
Smell that? Smell that burning hair? That's the back of my monkey paw. B, he tried to cough up a wicked loogie and swallowed his own tongue? Or C, you're scaring me. Or C, he accidentally spat on a local skinhead who beat him to death. What's the answer? Oh. Looks like we're going with HG on this one. What is it?
Look, C, just for the romance of it alone. No, wrong. No, I know it's wrong, but I've got a clue.
Yeah, all right. Who's with me? Let's set this stadium on fire.
Can we have a look and see what it is?
I know.
Was HG right? Oh, it's A. Oh, HG was wrong. Oh, no points. Oh. Final question. Do we understand how the game works at this point, Akmal?
We always have understood how it worked. We just like doing it.
Again, do it again.
You do it, Liz. Your turn.
Okay, before that, I've been with women like you.
And you've loved every minute of it, haven't you?
No, you have not.
Here
You're
we
too
go.
little.
Final question. The last rites. A Catholic priest went to meet his maker at a beach party in the Philippines. How? A, he went up for a spike and impaled himself on a pole holding up the volleyball net. B, he was electrocuted after emerging from the water and grabbing a karaoke microphone. Or C, while baptising another guest in the surf, he was taken by a shark. Oh,
Yes.
who was that?
Me.
You, okay.
Of course, it's always been me. He impaled himself on the volleyball net. A.
A.
Yes.
Number A.
A.
Will you stop saying number A?
You know, I'm going to take 5 points away if you get this wrong this time. Just because I feel like it.
No, it's right. That's right. Impaled
Okay, let's have a look and see if Akmal is right. Oh, now who's depressed? Yes, Father Roberto del Rosario was electrocuted after he came out of the water and grabbed a karaoke microphone. And they say you can't stop the music. There were rumours it was deliberate. He never wanted anyone to forget his version of Shock the Monkey. Witnesses say they saw Father Roberto trembling as he held the microphone, but they thought he was just excited about being Sandy for the Grease Megamix. A man died, ladies and gentlemen. The priest was eventually rushed to hospital, where he was declared both dead and the winner of the Best Power Ballad section. So, at the end of another absolutely thrilling round of buzzers of death, no one got any points. Okay.
But we had fun!
Shall we get rid of them all? You want them to go? Push your buzzers now. Go on. Push. Now, that's good. That's all. Come on, push them. No. This is Couch Potato, a chance to delve into the psyche of our guests and discover their deepest, darkest secrets. Liz, Ellis, you join me on the couch.
I feel nervous.
Don't be nervous. This will be wonderful.
All right. That was graceful, wasn't it?
I like how you got on the couch. Everyone has a different approach to that couch. That was refined.
Not really.
That was good.
I feel like I need a bit of, I don't know, something. Don't look at me.
Oh, the unresolved sexual tension.
I like how this is going. Shall we start with some word association?
Okay, go for your life.
Husband.
A man who won't buy me a puppy. He won't.
And clearly you'd like him to buy your puppy.
I would love him to buy me a puppy.
Why hasn't he bought you a puppy?
He's mean to me.
I didn't think we'd get this deep this quickly.
Oh, $5 for every time I've heard that.
Why don't you buy your own puppy?
Because a girl shouldn't have to buy her own puppy.
Girls
Should be
shouldn't
a
have to buy
present.
her own puppy.
I buy all my own, like, Louis Vuitton stuff, but I would like for someone to buy me a puppy.
Tell him until he buys you a baby dog, he doesn't get to see the puppies.
New Zealanders.
Good people to beat.
And do they like a beating?
No, they don't like it, but they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take it on the chin?
I don't really know where they take it.
Should we try some ink blots?
Sure.
Okay. What does this mean to you?
Well, turn it upside down, Miss Jane, because then that's a little puppy's ears.
Clearly you're obsessed.
Really?
This one?
That looks like two puppies fighting.
With a mouse in between them. Oh, I like it. And finally, oh.
A puppy.
After the road trains had a go at it? I think we've learned a lot about you already, but let's go a little bit deeper. If you could represent Australia in any sport, what would it be?
Probably soccer.
Yeah.
As a
What
bloke.
position-
I don't want
what-
to go to the girls one.
It's, well, this is all, we're in fantasy world now.
Yes, this is true.
hypothetically.
Yes.
So what position would you play?
Well,
as a bloke?
Any position where I played on David Beckham, obviously.
And you'd have fun in the showers, I suspect, with David Beckham
Yes.
standing next to you, having a bit of, oh, geez, look at that nasty grass stain you've got on your knee, David. Is it true the question you're most asked is, when your team is in the dressing room after a game, do you ever touch muffs in the shower?
Only by short, sexually ambiguous TV hosts.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank Liz Ellis on the couch. Is that all right?
Oh, thank you.
Kate Ellis, the couch is calling you.
I want to know how come they got games and explosives and we get therapy on the couch.
know.
What does it all mean?
I'm sorry, this isn't a segment. This is just Paul meeting women.
So you're comfortable now,
No,
Kate?
I'm good. I'm very comfortable.
You sure?
Yep.
Do you guys want us to leave you alone for a while?
We'll begin with some word association. Young people.
Unfairly treated, underestimated.
And there are some young
Receptive,
people,
yeah.
going,
Yes, we are. We're underrepresented. Someone hear our cry for freedom.
Adelaide.
Best people in the world.
Yeah?
Mighty Crows.
Oh, the Mighty Crows. Love the Crows. The Mighty Crows, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Crows. Okay, not a big fan base here. Okay. Love the Crows.
Love the Crows.
That was one of the young people.
Being vocal, these young people.
Finally, Kevin.
Esteemed leader. Wise one.
Yeah?
I'm hoping an avid viewer of this show.
I believe he is. I believe he
I'm
watches
sure
the
he
show.
would be.
I've heard he watches the show. Loves it. Shall we try our hand at some ink blots?
Absolutely.
See how you react to those?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, what does that say?
Oh, I like him.
You like him?
He's like a cowboy with the guns. You'd see there his feet and then his head.
Little head. Yeah, it's good. Remind you of anyone in particular? Is that Kevin? It's got the right head to leg proportion. I love him. We love him. We love Kevin.
No. It's a goat.
It's a goat.
It's a goat's head.
It's a goat's head.
There's two little eyes there. I don't know if you can see them, and that's his mouth.
Yeah.
And for some unknown reason, he's seems to have a little fountain coming out of his head.
These ones are shithouse, aren't they? Those last ink blots, they were the corkers,
I'm
weren't
waiting
they?
for the puppy.
We've done all those. How fantastic. OK, let's move on now.
Okay.
Let's go deeper. What interview questions do you hate?
I often get but you're so young, why would you be in politics?
Right.
And I don't really like that question. I think it implies that young people don't have as much ideas and energy and views about what sort of country we want to be as the rest of the country. And I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true either. Your idea of hell?
I think extended solitary confinement.
Or Brendan Nelson as Prime Minister.
What's he like? What's Brendan like in the corridors?
He seems a nice enough guy. I don't think he should be Prime Minister, but obviously that's my view. I'm pretty happy with the one that's there.
Well, 7% of Australians disagree with you.
Kate, Ellis, ladies and gentlemen, many thanks. In a bid to stop children hurting themselves, a British primary school has banned the sack race and three-legged race from Sports Day. Heather Mills's record will stand for another year. But if you ban all the sports where the children fall over, what is there left to entertain the parents? The British campaign against political correctness says it's PC gone mad. PC Ferguson, who was found running around the Oval in his police underpants screaming, "The three-legged children are coming!" That lot now on 28 points. That lot on 26 points. Strange but True is next.
It's Good News Week.
Time to get to the bottom of those clues. Mikey, Liz, Akmal, you had the rings.
Goldfinger.
The chopsticks.
I'd love to go to like an all-you-can-eat Chinese restaurant and go, I've got my own. So I've got my own.
And finally, that haunting refrain.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Me! I let them out, sorry.
Well, I mean, nice try to be cryptic, but the 5 rings obviously are the 5 Olympic rings.
Okay.
I saw
that.
He's a smart one, that Mikey.
But so it's an Olympic story.
It's an Olympic story with the chopsticks.
And basically, the Chinese are embarrassed by the amount of dog eaten in restaurants, and they've said to the restaurants, no more eating dogs till all the tourists leave, which is going to make it really hard to ask for a doggy bag.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
It's very close.
It's more like the athletes are under the mistaken impression that the Chinese will serve dog. And look, it is a cultural stereotype and a myth. And for a start, you can't get a wok big enough to put a Labrador in.
No,
But you can try.
During the Olympic Games, Chinese restaurants have been banned from serving dogs.
Although they've made an exception for the King Charles Spaniel. Apparently you can get that almost everywhere.
For a limited time.
A limited time,
No.
only while the Olympics are on.
Yes.
No.
Get a Happy Meal for Liz.
Oh, they do have it 10 points. To make sure Western tourists aren't offended during the Games, 112 Beijing restaurants have been ordered to take dog meat off their menus. No! It's the only food that fetches itself. One taster will understand why they spend so much time licking themselves. It's that tasty. Dog meat, putting them, back into communism. The government is also expected to shut down the fast food chain known as KFD. Nothing secret about those herbs and spices. Restaurant workers have been advised to suggest other options to diners, like Polar Bear, the other white dog. Claire, HG, Kate, you had the mascot. Oh, it's a panda.
I'm pretty sure it's meant to be a panda.
Not just a
Wow,
panda, it's...
Can you see it?
I think it's a gay panda. which is why they're not breeding.
Apparently it's a mascot panda.
No, it's Amy Winehouse.
We also have the missile.
I got nothing left.
And this. Kate, oh.
I can't stand the rain against my window, bringing back sweet memories. I can't stand the rain against my window, no, knowing she's not here with me. Hey, window, rain, rain, do you remember? Take it up. How sweet it used to be. I can't stand the rain. Everyone now. I can't stand the rain. Can't hear you. Come on. Put some back into it. Come on, lift up your back. I can't stand the rain. Is this the longest song in the history of the show? Yes. Yeah.
And not a great song to sing in a drought-ravaged country, one would think.
Man, watching you try and get all of us excited about that song. It's just like, you know, someone going, hey, welcome to my 21st. Everyone, let's play Pass the Parcel! Yay!
That's very
I was jumping in there to help you out.
I
Yeah,
was
but
protecting you all by not singing it, can I just say that? And you made me feel really uncool then, because I really did get into that. I
Yes.
thought you did an excellent.
Thank you. So what's it all about?
Well, what they've been doing in China is, that hence the clue about the panda, is when the clouds come over, firing rockets at them to see if they can cause it to rain by seeding the clouds. They've had some success with this, apparently.
But they've also announced that they're going a step further.
It's panda
That,
poo that's going into the cloud.
Panda poo everywhere. No, they don't want to have big downfalls during the Olympics. And they've got this amazing technology where they can fire these up and reduce the size of the raindrops that are
How do
falling,
they get
and
the
therefore-
panda into the rocket?
How do they do that? That's what I was gonna like. In the end of the Sydney Olympics, we had fireworks. They're just gonna have pandas exploding.
What? So you've given your answer. And it's right, ladies and gentlemen, by the way. 10 points. 10 points. If controlling the locals, the tourists, the smokers, the spitters, the dogs, the roads, the factories and the fun wasn't enough, if it looks like rain on Friday, China also has a plan to control the weather. By blasting the sky with chemical missiles, they claim they can stop it raining. If the missiles don't work, 100,000 Chinese volunteers will be given umbrellas pumped full of helium and released above the stadium. They're also working on a project to help citizens who live in the frozen mountainous areas of China. It's called global warming. Don't touch yourself, Dirty Sexy Fast Money is up next. Here we go, Dirty Sexy Fast Money, more fun than pulling a hammy. Who's about to become the youngest diver to ever represent Australia at the Olympics?
Stuart.
The 14-year-old.
Melissa Wu.
Thank you very much. I'm going to give you 2 points on that side. Dirty, sexy, fast money there, Kate. In Manchester, a Conservative club has banned women from its sports room. Why?
Because they're women and they don't allow women. That's the rules.
Because they have puppies.
You do make a good point. Anybody?
Nope.
A lady asked if they could turn off the golf on TV and put on some music. Bang, get out.
Yeah, out you go.
They should have just banned sluts.
The city of Qingdao has removed 1 million tonnes of toxic, foul-smelling what?
Algae.
Thank you very much. She has it. Kate has it there. Came home with the goods.
I knew that.
The Chinese propaganda department has put up posters around Beijing giving locals advice on how to talk to disabled people. What are they being told to say?
Shout at them real
Shout,
loudly.
yeah. Don't say, hey, disabled person, look at me.
Anybody? Do you know?
Don't say bad things that will offend them.
No wheels.
Don't push them around where they don't want to go. Don't let down their tyres on their wheelchairs.
I'm going to give you a 1 for effort.
Yeah. See, if you keep saying shit,
What is it?
eventually...
The phrases like, you're really great, you are wonderful. That's it. Call it quits. So in the stadium tonight, Mikey Robbins, Liz Ellis and Akmal Saleh scored a wind-assisted 43 points. Taking gold over Claire Hooper, H.G. Nelson and Kate Ellis on 40 points. Don't forget 10.com.au/GNW is the place for the bonus features, the podcast, or if you'd like to adopt an Australian pop star. Remember, a Veronica is not just for Christmas. So we say China, 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 ow, ow, ow. We won't be here. We won't be here for the next few weeks because we're off to Beijing to open a clean urine shop and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. At her 50th birthday, Madonna will blow out 50 candles, then repeat the trick with ping pong balls. And if you're heading to the Olympics, don't forget it's BYO Beagle in Black Bean, Peking Pekingese and Poodle with Noodle. And at the stadium, the hot dogs won't be. Good night.